Yo, 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 what's up, peeps? How y'all doing? Welcome back to Minecraft Through the Ages, where I take a world from the oldest version of Minecraft and update it through every single version. And we are currently on Minecraft Beta 1.3. And this is actually the first version. There was 3 versions of Beta 1.3. And I want to show some cool stuff off about it. So, this version has some cool debug stuff. If we go and create a new world, you'll see that, also I'm using the Gargamel seed because the seed is awesome, that we actually spawn with a stack and 1 bed. And we start with some diamond tools and a stack of torches as well. So that's pretty cool. Here's one of my favorite seeds of all time. This is one of the first worlds I ever made whenever I was young. I played on Gargamel, and I had a house here and like a little bridge and stuff, so really like this. This spot is special to me. Yeah, this is the stuff I wanted to show off on this version. This was actually, the debug stuff was removed, so here's the beds. This was removed in the next version. So, I'm gonna go back to my world real quick. Here we are. So, as you saw, they added beds to the game. They also added some cool stuff. So they fixed a bug where if you break a double slab, it'd give you 1 slab. Now it gives you 2. And there's another cool thing that they added. Let me see if I can make it real quick off the top of my head. I believe it's that. And then we take this, grab these, and do that. Okay, and then bam! There we go. We have repeaters in the game now. So now we can do some cool redstone stuff with repeaters. Same as they've always been. Just the 1, 2, 3, 4 ticks. Oh, interesting. When you break it, it's pumpkin particles, I think. Yeah. Alright. Interesting. So we'll put that in our redstone chest. But yeah, repeaters got added to the game. They added a really cool thing. They added cobblestone slabs. So now whenever you do this, instead of making stone slabs, it'll make cobblestone slabs. So we got that. Very cool, very nice. And now I know that someone, I forget who it was, but someone in my chat has been waiting for this. They kept asking like whenever this would be a thing. And I got some good news for you. It's a thing. Bam! We got wooden slabs. Now these aren't normal wooden slabs. You would think you just use your axe, but as you can see, that does not work. You actually got to mine these with a pickaxe, because these are petrified wooden slabs. Not yet, but in a future update, these will become petrified. So I actually want to craft up a bunch of them. And I think a few stacks should be good. I'm actually going to make a few more, because we'll never be able to get these again. And they're actually, in modern versions, they're pretty useful because they can't burn. So they are fireproof wood, which is very cool. And there we go. Now, I'm going to take these over to the museum and store them there. So, right over here. Might get rid of the infinity tree one day. It is kind of in the way of the museum, but we'll see. But for now, I think we'll do it right here. Seems like a good spot. We'll do petrified wood. There we go. And we'll put all of these in here. And we have exactly 1 row. Nice. There we go. We have petrified wooden slabs. And another thing that was added in an update that I showed last episode was the painting here. It's a very nice painting. Actually one of my favorites. It's a very good one. And a thing that I believe we can make will actually be helpful now. I am actually so incredibly excited for this. This is probably one of the best things they ever added to Minecraft, and one of the worst things. A bed. I love the bed. I really love the bed a lot. It's just so game breaking. I don't know. Let me put it here just for now. And whenever we wake up. Oh, that's not good. Owie. Oh, hey, I guess we can take that out, huh? Yeah, there we go. I didn't actually know we could make our attic a little roomier. And I'm actually going to move the bed. I don't actually want it there. Another thing they apparently got rid of was the... They said they got rid of click mining to mine faster. I think that's only in multiplayer. It seems like it still works in single player. So there's like a delay when you go between like two blocks. So if I just hold left click, it'll go like boop boop. But if I, right whenever I break this block, if I immediately let go and left click again, it'll break the next one faster. Like that. I think that's click mining. I'm not sure. It's a kind of a cool little like technique. It's not super easy to do, but it's not really hard either. So it's a cool little technique. I think it's cool. And it's still in the game. Another thing that was added in this version is they added the crying obsidian texture. It's not actually in the game, but it's in the files. And I need to make some armor. Hold on. So the crying obsidian is in the files. Let me... Hold up. Alright peeps, so I'm running low on diamonds. And I want to show y'all a cool little bug that was in these older versions that have been in the game for a really, really, really long time in different forms. So, it's a little duplication glitch. What we're going to do is we're going to take a stack of diamonds, throw it on the ground. We will save, reload the world. And then what we'll do is we'll pick it up and then we'll Alt F4 and we'll relaunch the game. Thankfully, the one good thing about these older versions of Minecraft is you can launch them pretty much instantly. And we're back. And diamonds are there. It didn't actually save. Hold up. Try it again. And there we go. Stack of diamonds in our inventory, stack of diamonds on the floor, 2 stacks of diamonds. So, we got plenty of diamonds now. We'll make a new set of diamond armor real quick. Another thing I don't know if y'all noticed or not, but whenever you save and load, like you open up Minecraft, there's a new loading screen. And there's another cool thing I want to show off. They made it so that whenever you put a redstone down, you can see it's completely black now. Which is weird. That's just really weird to look at. Man, yeah, that's weird. And then whenever you power redstone, the further away from the power source it is, the darker it gets. Just like in modern versions. So you can see that this is the lowest power, like level 16 I believe is the lowest power. I might be wrong on that. But here's the unpowered redstone and it's just black. I don't know. It's so weird. It has no color at all. Not even a red. It's just weird. It's uncanny. But yeah, so that's a change they made. Another change they made is the sandstone. Sandstone exists in the game now, so we might go try to find some of that. Let me put this up real quick. Yeah, we can go try and find some sandstone. I don't know if we'll actually be able to do that. And another thing, I don't know if y'all saw, whenever I was making these slabs earlier, the pressure plate recipe changed. So pressure plates used to be 3, like 3 in a row. Now it's just 2, just like in modern versions. So we will put that up. Also, apparently, gunpowder was named sulfur before, so now it's gunpowder. Which is interesting, I did not know that. They used to be called sulfur. And another thing that changed was the passive mobs spawn less often in the harder difficulties. The slimes got a higher spawn rate, and squids can no longer be milked, which is completely sad. But squids also got a buff. I noticed this last time whenever I was trying to get a bucket of squid milk, was that the squids would randomly, or they could never swim up. They would just swim horizontally, and then they would just sink to the bottom and stay there forever. Kind of like this guy. Apparently they can swim up now, but it doesn't seem like they're doing that. Yeah, I'm not... I'm definitely not seeing that. Maybe it's in the future 1.3 versions. We can maybe check that out. Oh, another thing that changed is view bobbing now happens in third person. So third person isn't completely static like it was before. Another nice thing is that like F3 and F1 are now toggle. So you don't have to sit there and hold them, which is really nice, because that was annoying before. Also, if you press F3, you can see these numbers above the mobs. That's their unique entity ID, I believe. So, yeah, we can see that this is mob 27, and that's mob 28. Very interesting. They were created right next to each other. And there's actually, what is that? Mob 29 right there. Another squid. I don't know why the skeletons have such a big number. I don't know if that's because how many skeletons we've seen or what that means exactly. You can actually, it's actually really nice for seeing where dark spots is, I'm figuring out. So you can kind of just see what needs to be lit up. That's actually very nice. I want to see if the mechanic where the mobs will attack you in the middle of the night if you sleep without protection is on. I don't think it is. No, I didn't see it. So in older versions, if you slept in an open area where it wasn't safe, mobs could actually spawn next to you and like attack you and wake you up. Which is a pretty cool mechanic. It means you can't just go around and sleep wherever you want. And the only other change was that they changed it from they changed the alpha save format to MC region. So I think it was the last episode whenever I converted the world, that's basically what that was. They also did some fixes with the terrain generation. So before, wood was burning, or sorry, that was another bug they fixed. Wood was burning forever. And another thing is that like sand and grass, when they generated, would basically have big chunk boundaries. That's been fixed. Let's actually head out this way. I don't ever really go this way too often, so I'll say like right here. Create a little... Oh. Here's a little area that needs to be lit up. There we go. I'll put some doors here eventually. But yeah, let's head this way until we find some... Actually, I want to light up Death Valley real quick. So let's light up this area, because this area is dangerous. Oh my gosh. Oh! Get out of here. There we go. Woo! Fierce combat out in this area. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh. Get him, skeleton. Get him, spider. Good job. We'll let them fight. I'm just going to quickly spam some torches down. Oh! I didn't realize that was that rope. Ooh! Almost got caught. Oh, oh. Oh. It's getting crazy out here. Woo. Oh my gosh! It's a war zone. Infinite stake. Huzzah! Woo! Okay. Hey, trying to sneak up on me. Woo! Alright. It's getting a little better. Holy smokes, look at all these arrows everywhere. This was a war zone. My goodness. Okay, well, we got some torches down. Oh, look, diamond. Nice. There we go. Got it nice and lit up. I don't actually like spamming torches everywhere. I want to at some point come through and like, maybe put some like glowstone under some bushes or something and make this area look nice. But for now, I'm tired of getting attacked by mobs. So this is gonna have to do for now. Okay, now we go adventure. I guess I can go ahead and actually switch to the next version of 1.3. So this is the next version of 1.3. The only thing that was changed was they removed the debug code for whenever you create a new world. So if we go, and hold up, let me rename this. And let me rename our world. There we go. So yeah, if you create a new world now, like this, you can see that we will spawn in like normal. So let's get out of here and get rid of that. Alright, and since that was the only thing that was fixed, I'm just going to... Oh, this is our old dupe crater. I forgot that this was this direction. It's been a while since I've been here. Let's go ahead and fill in a little bit of this hole over here. Oh! Ah! They're falling from the sky! How many zombies are there? Oh, I see. I can barely see a skeleton up there. Got him. Alright. Oh, out of here. Zombies still drop feathers, which doesn't make any sense, but we'll roll with it. Alright, I'm gonna actually switch to the last version. So in this version there was a bug where if you launched the game and you didn't have a save, the game would crash. So that's all that was in this version. I'm gonna go ahead and switch to the last version of beta 1.3. Alright, so I'm in some new chunks on the newest version of beta 1.3, and I noticed I don't have infinite stake anymore. I have 120. So it looks like we've reached the end of our infinite stake adventure. So we'll just keep the 120 stake in our hotbar. Don't worry about this. This is fine. We'll find some new chunks. I want to find some of the sandstone that was added into this version. So hopefully we'll find a desert soon enough. Oop, seems like it's getting a little dark. Probably gonna put the bed down here soon. I believe I have to be pretty careful with the stake and not click it or move it around, or else it will probably make it a single or a stack. I'm not actually sure. Oh, and we found a desert. Nice. Let me swim over to that. Actually, I wonder if you can see the biome. No, it doesn't look like it. Let me see. I don't know if this is technically a desert, but let's check out this little peninsula area. Oh, it looks like it is. Nice. So, sandstone now generates at the bottom of these little desert areas. So I'm gonna collect some of that because it is a nice block. So this is the sandstone. It's very nice to look at. Also, believe... Oh, it might be a 3, yeah. So you can make slabs with it, I believe. But I think that's it. So I'm going to go ahead and head back to our house. I love the blue of this Minecraft water. It's very, very vibrant. Very nice blue. I was thinking about like modern Minecraft and like some of the problems that I have with it, mostly around like the difficulty. There's a few things that like have kind of changed the game in a way. I think it'd be really fun to make my own like mod pack just to tweak vanilla to be like a little more how I'd like it, I guess. There's mostly stuff like related to the difficulty. So like mobs, I don't know what I would do, because in this version combat is actually pretty difficult, because the mobs are actually faster than you. A lot of them, like spiders, are actually faster than you. So you can't just like outrun them. You have to fight them. In modern versions, they're sprint, and the mobs are still the same speed, so you can just run. Which is, I guess, I don't know. It's hard because like you don't want to step on other people's playstyles. Like maybe some people like running away from mobs, but I think it kind of takes away a little bit. So if I were to do something, I'd probably make the mobs quicker at night. Maybe make like enemies quicker at night or something like that. One thing I would do for sure, and this is actually a really cool area. Look at that nice canyon. One thing I would do for sure is to change beds. I would make beds probably a lot harder to get. Either that, or I would make beds maybe not a lot harder to get, but at least not able to get on the first night, because that also kind of ruins it for me. The fact that like you can just basically get some wool from some sheep and make a bed on your first day, and then you never have to see an enemy ever, really, except in like caves. Can be pretty kind of defeat the purpose. So I think I'd make beds a little more difficult. Maybe make mobs quicker at night. One thing I'd do for sure is I would take the phantoms and I would remove them. I voted for the phantoms and they were not what I thought. I don't think it was made very clear like what the phantoms were going to do, or maybe I was just like blissfully ignorant. But I think the idea of the phantoms was really cool because we didn't have like a flying mob like that, like a flying enemy. And I think the implementation was just not that good. I don't think you should be punished for not sleeping, because I actually don't sleep that much in Minecraft. Mostly in these older versions I do, because like combat's so much more difficult. But in like modern versions, I don't really like sleeping that much, because combat's easy and it's just free resources and XP. So I think I wouldn't remove the phantoms outright. I would definitely go and put them around the in cities. The flying ships, I think I'd put them around there to keep people from just like pillaring up to get the elytra. I really think just my goal with modifying Minecraft would be to make it so that the first few days are actually scary and that you need to like build a shelter again. Maybe not really sure how I achieve it, but that would be the goal, is to give a reason to like build a shelter again. Instead of just like being your first objective to go punch some sheep and make a bed and skip everything. I think the objective should be to incentivize building, because right now in modern versions there's really not a lot of incentive to building. I know a lot of people will just not even build a base. They'll just put a bunch of chests in a field and then just sleep in a bed whenever it starts getting dark. And I don't know, I think like that was part of the cool thing of old Minecraft, is it incentivized creativity. I mean, these landscapes like this also incentivize creativity, because just look at that. That's awesome. That looks sick. Like the triple waterfall with the entrance over there, we're going to go through that entrance right after I sleep and skip the night. Be a hypocrite. Nah, I won't be a hypocrite, because I don't actually care about sleeping to skip the night once you're established. I think it's just like the first few days, you should not just be able to do that. But yeah, I think the incentive to build defenses against the mobs was where Minecraft, like in this version, succeeded. I think in newer versions, that's one of the problems I want to fix, is there's no incentive to build, really. Like, I hear a lot of people say like they don't know what to do in Minecraft because there's no goals or anything. I think that's the cool thing about the older versions, is there was still no goals. There was still like, you still had to create your own objective, but the game kind of pushed you into building, because if you just were out in the middle of an open field, especially before like beds were added, at night, you were going to get cooked. You were going to get repeatedly cooked over and over and over. So I think the game kind of incentivized you to make a place, to build defenses. And we kind of lost that, because I remember being a kid, and a lot of the things we would do is we'd make like moats, or like little gateways into our building, or little like defenses against the mobs, and I don't see that ever really anymore. That's one thing I also would probably change, is the elytra. I would make the elytra way harder to get. I don't think, for the amount of like power the elytra has versus the difficulty it is in getting it, is like proportional. The risk reward. I think there's not a lot of risk going to the end cities, and the reward is the elytra, which is huge. But I don't really think that's the problem. I think just adding the phantoms into the end cities would be a good enough kind of deterrent. Make it a little more difficult. I think the main thing is it's just too easy to get to the end. And I'm not really sure how you would fix that. I think there's a lot of potential with the new biome that they're adding. Or not the new biome, the new dimension. The Deep Dark, I think the portal that they added there would be a really nice addition to the game to get into the end. I think an extra dimension would do the game a lot of favors, especially if it's a requirement to get to the end. Would be really, really nice. But we don't actually know what they're going to do with that yet, so that's all just speculation. Oh. Okay, this area is still a little dangerous. It's still not safe here. Quickly switch over here. There we go. And where did we build our exit? Ow, ow. Ah, here we go. Ah, well. Here we are. Home sweet home. Actually looks like the symbols no longer go off the edge of the sign. And maybe that's just the percents. Our beta tree. Nice. So I think this is a good spot. Let me put my armor back on. There we go. I think this is a good spot to call it for this episode. There's a bunch of stuff I want to continue to talk about and do. But I think in next episode, the next version is beta 1.3_1. That's also the version where we're going to go to the Farlands. So I think next episode will be me going to the Farlands. Not exactly sure how I'm going to do it. I'm going to have to backport. So I think I'm actually going to build a time chamber. I think that's what we got to do. So first things first, I'll probably have to get rid of a lot of it's definitely the bed. Can't take the bed with us. So we're going to grab all of this stuff. I think this is an infinite pork chop. I'm not actually sure if that's an infinite pork chop or just a normal one. But we're going to go ahead and grab the stuff we need to do our little Farlands expedition. Don't know why I have all this TNT, but you can never have enough TNT. There we go. And we will put the compass up because I don't think the compasses were in the version we're going to. And I think what we'll do is we'll head over to I think I know a place where we can travel back in time. You see, there is this mystical place in our world where it seems some mysterious corruption happens all the time. I think I can harness that power. But until next time, peeps, take care. Love yourselves, spread some love, and I'll see y'all in the next episode. Bye-bye!